one of life's hardest lessons is that you can do everything for a child in your power, and people will still call you a bad parent. For many years, I worked my ass off every day at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza as not only an owner, but a performer, a mechanic, all sorts of things so that my family could have a good life. All right? I always had food on the table. I always had them. I mean, like, what kid gets to go to people's dream birthday party every day of their life when they want to, and it doesn't have a good childhood? You make a couple tiny mistakes and people label you as a bad person. I mean, listen. Did I kill more than 6 children inside of a pizzeria? Yes, I did. But in my defense, the parents left them without supervision, really. I mean, if you didn't want to lose your child, you shouldn't have let him wander off. And also, as for Charlie, me and Henry were in a really, really bad spot. And listen, sometimes when you drive a person to something, they might do it, and you might not like the results. It's just what happens. So, I was drunk, all right? I can't be held accountable for my actions while drunk. Or sober, really. I mean, there's nothing wrong with me, but I feel like I qualify for legal exemption, right? In fact, imagine how many kids I've helped over the years. I have provided whimsy and joy to so many children through the Freddy Fazbear brand. And they're really just gonna throw that all away because a couple kids died? It's less than 20. It's a big deal. It's not like the population's gonna go extinct or something. But I'm getting off track. I did everything for Mike. I really tried to be the best father that I could for him. But because he's a lazy piece of shit who doesn't think about anyone but himself, he always fucked up everything that I gave him. I mean, come on. He killed his brother. My son, by the way, dead because of him. And it's an absolute... I'm the authority on how brutal the deaths of children were. And at least... Listen. I stabbed Charlotte Emily 36 times. But I didn't crush her head in an animatronic. I didn't put any kids into animatronics until after they were dead. That there are lines that a person can't cross morally. And Michael by making his brother kiss my dangerous animatronic that by the way, I risk my life performing for those kids every day. Well, I did. It's not really anymore. It's kind of defunct. But you breathe wrong in that thing and you're dead. You're dead. OSHA, you know how many OSHA violations I've skirted through being a millionaire? It's a lot. Yeah, that's actually they meant. You just pay them and they get off you. Nothing happens. Same thing with the police. You didn't think they knew that children were going missing inside of Freddy Fazbear's? No, I just bribed them, and they left me alone. It's that easy. But So he crosses the very clear line of don't put your brother in Fredbear, right? And he dies. Predictably. And listen, I've gotten a lot of hate for, they canceled me on Twitter because apparently it's my job to make sure that they stay away from the animatronics. Which it's absolutely not. I'm doing so many things. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? You already have to go up on the stage to do it. Listen, all you really need is a little bit of common sense to figure out why that's a bad idea. And especially because I could get it if it was some random kid, because I didn't, to keep the brand secret, I didn't disclose how dangerous the Springlock suits were to everyone. It's kind of it's a very personal thing. But Michael knew full well, or at least he should have. I've told him time and time again, don't touch those suits. They're dangerous. But apparently not. Apparently not. So first, that was really our first strike, Actually, so, okay, answer me this. I kill Charlotte, and Emily has every right to hate me. Michael kills my other son, and somehow I'm in the wrong still. It's the whole world against William Afton here. Because these people, they are conspiring it. In fact, everyone conspired. Nobody asked for my side of the story. I've suffered through things too. My wife yells at me all the time. She's like, why are you going out to the bar until 3 a.m.? Why don't you spend time with our sons? Why don't you ever say you love me? Why? It's exhausting to deal with. And so, right. And so first of all, Michael, he's hermetic. All he does is just sit and watch TV. Or hang out with his buddies. I'm 90% sure that they're smoking weed together. So, but nobody believes me about that. Everyone's like, oh, he's a kid, he's gonna figure it out. No, he won't. No, he didn't. And so then I created these animatronics, right? And this is another thing. People need to understand that when I warn someone that an animatronic is dangerous and that you shouldn't touch it, and the person touches it, that is not my fault. That's not. I am in no way responsible for that. So I create an animatronic to lure kids. And my daughter, I tell her, don't play with it. And she plays with it. She goes down and she's like, oh, ice cream. I was like, do not grab the ice cream from her. And guess what she does? She grabs the ice cream. Oh my God. My kids are idiots. Idiots. How do you have my genetics and you're so inconceivably stupid? And so, basically then, Michael, for some reason, I don't know why he hates me. I've never done anything to make him hate me. I've given him nothing but love and respect. At least one of those things. I guess sometimes the, modded psychedelic animatronics that I used to put in the house to torture his little brother might have been a little bit, thinking back on post, that might have been slightly over the line. But I still hold that he had a cushy childhood. He's the son of a rich dude. What more could you want? And then, for some reason, after I provided him with everything he has in his life, he still feels the need to track me down. He goes into the bunker, and then first of all, I'm not an idiot who endangers his own life. All right. Well, aside from the time that I, walked into or put on a Spring Bunny costume and then got water on me. But that was a desperate, like, I was already in the building. They were already chasing me. I had no other, they were just gonna kill me anyways. Like, I had no other option. It was, Michael, he could have left at any time. And yet he continues to stay there. And then he enters the scooping room like a freaking moron. I wouldn't have entered the scooping room. I mean, like, to be fair, yeah, that's probably because I built it, but, you know. And so really, he's always been an asshole. He's always been just a stuck-up prick to everyone around him. He doesn't listen to authority. He's a piece of shit, and he deserved to get scooped. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that's so offensive to you people, but it's true. Michael Afton has zero redeeming qualities. He burns down every establishment that he's in. I mean, like, I never burnt anything to the ground. I mean, and like, listen, like when he's burning the animatronic, that's like killing them. That should be equivalent. Like, if I'm some evil serial killer, so is he. So is he. He tried to end my life. He tried to end my life twice. But nobody cares about William Afton. You kill a few kids and suddenly you're the bad guy. Everyone hates you. Because, you know, I think that what's wrong in our society is that we don't see the whole situation. We just take the perspective that makes us feel good and we run with it. You know, maybe if you paid attention to William Afton's story and, you know, the trauma and the heartbreak that I had to go through as a man, maybe you'd be a little bit more sympathetic. You know, I'm like, I should be a hero, man. I'm a champion of, like, you know, like early gender equality. Who else would paint a male animatronics pink? Yeah, exactly. Who else? Because, or like, who else brought you these amazing advances in technology? I've donated to tons. I've probably saved more children's lives through my money than I've killed. It's simple math. Like, my karma's at a net positive. And yet you all insist that I'm the bad guy. The woke liberal mob is coming for me. In fact, I don't get it. I've done more for, you know, everyone makes me out to be some, like, patriarchal, like, old... I was a champion of diversity. Until I got... Yo, look at Henry. Look at the shit that Henry creates. Like, look at him. Like, that's like, disgusting. Look at Toy Chica. Disgusting. Distasteful. Terrible. Why would you... That wouldn't happen if I was still there. That wouldn't happen. I would make, you know, sensible family entertainment. But, no. And for some reason, apparently, I'm the far right one. I'm the evil one. Maybe, I guess no one's... But they've implied it. You know, Henry was one of the first people to use 4chan. You know about that? What do you know about that? Because he's a loser! A freaking loser. He was nobody. He was nobody before I took Henry in. He was nobody. He was a bum with a dream. And yeah, this could have been avoided. This is all his fault. All of it. He made me do this. Indirectly and through no coercion, but he made me do this. This is his fault. This is 100% his fault. And just like Michael, scooping was his own damn fault, and he deserved it. And I hope that he enjoys his stupid rotting corpse body, because it's what he does. Now his outsides match his insides. He's every bit as rotten and disgusting as he always was. Oh yeah, also, can we address the deep fakes of me? You know, creating it, that's real clever, Henry. Creating an AI to, you know, I would never make Vanny dress like that. I would never do any of that. I would never do what Glitch Trap or whatever the fuck you want to call him's doing. Also, you look ugly as hell. Why are you slandering me that? God. Henry wants to sit on his... He didn't do anything. He was like, what happened to a wound that was first inflicted upon me that I then let bleed onto others? And for some reason, he's a hero. All right. He's guilt. If I'm a murderer, he's accessory to murder. And, yeah. Oh yeah, and Michael is a murderer. Manslaughter. Whatever. I don't care. It's, you can call it, you can label whatever you want, but the bite of 83 was murder. Murder. And he's a horrible person, and he deserves to get scooped. Now, I don't even know how to end this. William Afton out.